So I've just finished my UFC Sterling versus Zalal full card prediction video, which you should definitely go watch, by the way. And something that is glaringly obvious to me is how underrated Sterling really is, because I feel like people are forgetting that at one point he was a bantamweight champion, and secondly, he's ranked in the featherweight division. These are two stacked fucking divisions, right? Basically, I'm going to go through some of his wins, some of his losses, explain some things behind the losses and some things for his wins, which are great, mind you, by the way. And I'm going to talk about how he should be on the pound-for-pound listing. He should be on the pound-for-pound. He's the definition of pound-for-pound, which is, by the way, I'm going to start off with this because I think this is fucking the most glaringly obvious thing. Aljamain Sterling should be in the pound-for-pound fighting pound list. He is a pound-for-pound fighter. He literally, right, is a top contender in the featherweight division. He was a champion in the bantamweight division. This guy is legitimately one of the best fighters, and that is the definition of pound-for-pound, and that is not counting losses. That is counting losses as well. I'm not saying he needs to be number one. I'm saying he needs to be on the fucking list. That's all I'm saying. He is literally the definition. Top contender in one division and champion in the other, but, like, when he's not on the pound-for-pound list. But fucking, isn't Bilal Muhammad still in there? Arman Sarukian, who should probably be in there, but, like, he doesn't fight consistently enough for him to keep a position in the pound-for-pound rankings. JDM, who, I love JDM, and I cannot wait for his fight next weekend against Prates. But he should not be in the pound-for-pound list after what I just saw him do against Islam. Just do fuck all, basically, and so did Islam, just to let you both know. Aljamain Sterling, right, in the bantamweight division, which, by the way, he beat Peter Yan, and Peter Yan is in the top 6, right? He beat Peter Yan twice. I know one was to a legal knee where he was getting beaten the piss out of, right? And the second fight, which was a split decision. But let's be fucking really honest here, right? And I hate to be this guy as a Peter Yan defender and glazer. I love Peter Yan. He's one of my favourite fighters. Aljamain Sterling won that fight. Aljamain Sterling just did win that fight, right? I think it all comes down to the first round, which I thought Aljamain Sterling took that on basically mostly just volume for the first couple minutes. But yeah, and I hate that because I love Peter Yan. But he lost against Aljamain Sterling. That is just a fact, right? A very close fight. But he beat Peter Yan in the rematch, right? And then he fought TJ Dillashaw, which, by the way, he's already got 2 fucking great names on his record by this time. He has Corey Sandhagen, who he choked out in a round, which, by the fucking way, Merab couldn't do that, Umar couldn't do that, but Aljamain Sterling did it in the first round, I believe. He did do that in the first round, right? And then he's beat Peter Yan once. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt, right? First fight doesn't count. It should have been a no contest, so he beat him once, right? But then he goes on to fight TJ Dillashaw, who realistically should have been Jose Aldo, let's be honest, because TJ Dillashaw had a fucking fucked shoulder. But he still beat him, and that's still a name on the record, and he was beating him before that. He beaten him before the arm fully dislocated. So, yeah, as well as that, he beat Henry Cejudo, who is like top 15 GOAT. A double champion, you know, and then we can go on to the Sean O'Malley fight, which everyone likes to like be like shit on him for. Which I get that, I do get that, because I thought Sean O'Malley literally saved the division from Aljamain Sterling because he is so boring, but he lost to Sean O'Malley. That's thing, right? But this was literally 2-3 months after the Cejudo fight. He wasn't fully prepared, and if you watch the, I can't remember what you call it, but if you remember it, basically the UFC were trying to pressure him into the fight, and then he just took it. But yeah, it was a bit dirty from the UFC, but we got Sean O'Malley as champion, so does it matter? Does it matter? And then after that, he had that Kelvin Qatar fight, which Kelvin Qatar is still a name, but he's washed. I get that. But here's where it gets really good. He had a very close, competitive fight with Movsar Evloev, who people are legitimately choosing to choose against Volkanovski. I don't know why people are doing that. I don't see it. I don't know where they're going at. But like, he is a clear number one contender in the featherweight division, Movsar Evloev. And Movsar Evloev, unreal. He is one of the best grapplers at the moment, and Aljamain Sterling fought him in his game, grappling. And let's be honest, in the grappling sequences, Aljamain Sterling was getting the better. I know Movsar got the damage, and that is why he won the fight, because he got the damage. But that is a good win, loss even. And people think he won that fight, you know. People do think Aljamain Sterling won that fight, and Evloev is just known for getting split decisions, so we don't know how good that is. But like, yeah, some people thought Movsar Evloev got a 50-45 on Laurent Murphy. In what fucking world? But Aljamain Sterling literally went toe-to-toe with Movsar Evloev in the grappling and did really fucking well. It's only if he had like a somewhat entertaining style and would actually do damage to his opponent, he would have probably won that fight. He was kind of getting battered in the third round, but that is besides the point. But then now he goes on to fight Brian Ortega. Right? And I know we're going to say Brian Ortega is shit. I agree. Brian Ortega is fucking dog shit. I 100% agree. Right? I'm being dead ass with you, right? People, right? I love this, because with Max Holloway, people glaze Brian Ortega for Max Holloway. But the minute anyone else beats him, it's a shit win, and it doesn't matter because he's washed. He's always been the same. There's no fucking difference. Watch his first fight in the UFC till now. It's been the fucking exact same. But what I'm saying about this fight is he beat him. And that's still a name. So we need to go through the names he's beaten or fought, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 names, right, in the UFC, right? I'm trying to see if I'm missing anyone. Those are great names on a low key. You know, you've got Brian Ortega, who's low key kind of a veteran. You've got Kelvin Qatar, who's also kind of a veteran. You've got Movsar, you went to a very close decision with. Very fucking close. Only if he knew how to throw punches in grappling, and he might actually get the fucking win. Sean O'Malley, which we know he got pressured into that fight when he wasn't ready, but you can also argue the same for Sean O'Malley. Henry Cejudo, who is a top 15 GOAT. Let's be real. TJ Dillashaw, who is also a steroid user, by the way. He beat him. I know his shoulder popped out of place, but like, you took the fight, pal. And as well, it would have been Jose Aldo. And I do just think that Jose Aldo... This is why I hate that TJ Dillashaw fight, because we'd have had Jose Aldo as a double champion, because I just think Jose Aldo would have battered Aljamain Sterling, but like, that's on the low key. And then he beat Peter Yan, who just beat Marab. So I honestly think this is one of the best records in the UFC, because who's he lost to? He's lost to Marlon Moraes. He lost to Sean O'Malley, and now he's lost to Movsar Evloev. Zalal is not going to beat Aljamain Sterling. I just don't see a world where that happens unless he gets really complacent, which Sterling has a thing to, right? I don't see it happening. So I think by this weekend he'll have another win on his record, which is Yusuf Zalal, who also fought Ilia Topuria very many years ago. Like, these are legitimately good wins, and people are kind of overlooking it. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video. It's not really that quick, is it? But I wanted to make a quick video talking about how underrated Aljamain Sterling really is. Yeah. I will continue to shit on Aljamain Sterling. That's never going to change. But yeah. But anyways, that is the end of the video. Like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2026. So if you could do that, would be greatly appreciated. And follow me on Twitter, because we've now been officially unsuspended. And yeah.